glad to have you with us from Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. It's the Minnesota Golden Gophers and the Purdue Boilermakers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Golden Gophers head coach told me before the game, this is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense tonight.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not... What happened last week? Like, you can't... back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals.
There's a crease. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Minnesota's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive and you want to press him and play press man, but You can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
That's a really good job by this defense, because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
And he's brought down after a nice game. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab, it's Tracy.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
The run inside, it's Taylor. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. And the Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Helms. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Golden Gophers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Spins away from the defender. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Makes a catch. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st down and 10. He goes right back to the air. Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Got it in the middle. It's Townsend. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Can't get him to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Now facing a 3rd and long. Fires left. He's got it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the 1st. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. After that run, picked up the 1st down, but there is an injured player on the field. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step And the Boilermakers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll run play action. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Purdue! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Nice move there. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They give it to him again. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. It's on target and complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They want to run it left here. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. back to the ground with the running back. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make...
Makes the grab inside the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give is to Taylor. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Do they have another third down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. From the red zone, it's Taylor. Might have a chance. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. They've been great on third down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Swings it out to his running back. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Now on 1st down from the 28. That's caught. It's Kinsey. At midfield, he's got room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Working that left side now. The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleed.
Makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And this offense right now, they're doing some through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the...
Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Minnesota! Rolled his way into the end zone. Quick strike touchdown, comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point is good. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the home team sidelines. There is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He's got him. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Maybe a crease. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Purdue! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish. A 70-yard run to the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Oh, he was hoping for the sticks. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll run with Gibson. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they're trying to throw the football. They stayed tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Gophers will take their first time out. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air, it's Lindsey. With the catch, it's Helms.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Running inside, it's Taylor. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
It's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Golden Gophers racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on second down. Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They want to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the #1 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Longhorns on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game in West Lafayette. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
The Boilermakers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, they seem very concerned about these injuries. What's going on down there?
I caught up with Minnesota's head coach at the half. Their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through. All the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Caught. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got his man on the right. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Helms. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Taylor. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off the play fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Golden Gophers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Taylor has it. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Hey, winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Golden Gophers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Finding some room. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Able to pick its way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Hauls it in. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the T.
Upstairs to make the catch. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Running to... There's some room. Made a defender miss. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. And the Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Good, right down the boulevard. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Lindsey. And the timing just a hair off. Getting deep in the third quarter, minute and a half to go here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Myers on the move. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you can see sitting back in cover two, understanding I got to get my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker. Nice pick.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, down here on the home team sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Punch it out of the air. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. On the ground, it's Turner. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. Here's a little room there. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Off play action. The sure hands, it's Turner. Turns it on in midfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Got his man. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. right around the halfway point of the season. Neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Run out of bounds at about... yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
That's a miss as an OC. He's come to the sidelines and listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route, but...
To the end zone and is picked off. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets to turning it on. Picks up the first down. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Purdue! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? When we moved the football down the field, we had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
To throw, it's Lindsey. Complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Golden Gophers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll try to get it through the air. Finds the tight end. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. Runs through a man. He might have space. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He's got it on the move. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. So a drive there of 85 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. And the officials will stop playing momentarily here to check on the shaken-up Boilermaker. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They're working that left side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback making checks. Oh, he's got a chance. He's not going to get there. He needed 2 yards, but he just got 1, and the defense comes up with a stop. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Minnesota sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys?
Okay, Holly.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Takes a hit as he fires. This time on target. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Run in the red zone, it's Turner. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? And the officials will stop play momentarily here to check on the shaken up Boilermaker. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. He'll set up to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. Got a man, it's Townsend. And he's brought down after a nice gain. So the defense uses a timeout here. 2:08 remaining on the clock. They didn't want it to get down to the 2-minute stoppage. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. So just 1 second before the clock would have stopped anyway, the defense uses a timeout here, and of course it'll stop again on the next play for the 2-minute timeout. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Could be an alley. 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. With a minute 52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball in his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me. Let me finish this thing and win this game for us. And that's exactly what happened.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Tries it on the sneak. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
You know, if you're calling quarterback sneak in that situation, you're expecting to get the first down, but up front, you've got to do a better job getting some push. No way he got that.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They celebration as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, looking to pass. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Looking downfield on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, Purdue! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 20. Cushion in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hayes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. When when we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.